Long time since I uploaded video on this channel. So it's like 3 weeks after my latest upload. I am recording this video, but I have recorded a podcast with one of my friends, Benak, who is well-known trader among our batch and is doing pretty well with his portfolio. So we have discussed some trading related technical terms and also some of his personal life things. How he managed to do all these hustles. Let's go to podcast.
So, uh, Bernard, welcome to the podcast, man, where we will do some chill talks and at the end we will have some rapid fire. So, first we will
Sure.
start with your personal life. How's your life, man? Are you happy with juggling things around?
Not sure, but thing like my JEE preparation was not that good, so I
Mhm,
could not land into a very good college.
mhm,
Now I'm currently pursuing engineering in a normal tier 3 college. It
mhm,
sucks every time if I see some of my friends or neighbors doing good in their life, as because they're getting some freedom and network opportunities. But back end, I feel okay. Even though I could not make up to that, I'm trying something which is completely different as per my surrounding. So let me go as hard as possible. At least I'll succeed in this as well. So I'm just make suring that the mistakes which I've done in past 2 years, I would not try to repeat it the same.
So, what I known you till now is you are trying to make an agency and you are doing trading and you have a YouTube channel. So you are having
Mhm.
many things going around, also your academic life. So what's your main focus? Like which niche are you focusing main priority which you are having right now?
Priority in the sense, see, it's been a journey, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
From teenage itself, from like 12 or 13, the thing which I used to see more, I was getting inspired, or I was getting like I'm seeing one thing as a content creation, I was diving into it. If I'm seeing something as a business, I'm
Actually,
diving into it,
I
even
saw
if it is
your
just,
video in eighth class, like you are making some uh,
yeah,
tutorial videos, I
tech
guess.
related videos and
Uh-huh.
coding videos and all.
Uh-huh.
But the thing is, one thing, if I'm doing multiple things, I agree with that. Doing those things gives me some adrenaline kick. Okay, in eighth, I tried something like coding, science experiments, stuff like that. Because at that moment, the surroundings was filled with those things, so I give it a try. And now things have changed. Things are getting into startups, business, and investment finance and all. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm learning those things. Why can't I share and document to the people? Even though I wish like going with doing an engineering, it comes to an academic, well, agency which I thought of planning, but things were not going good, so I paused it for a while. But I think at the end of the day, I need to be a businessman, not even entrepreneur. Entrepreneur is something which is coming from past 5, 10 years. But businessman is a thing from decades. It has been in the decades. And at the end of the day, you are comparing with the businessman and entrepreneur. Businessman actually wins because entrepreneur is something like you take an investment, you burn, you do some lot of stuffs in your company. When it is a businessman, it's not like I should be only focused on one company. I can build multiple brands. At the end of the day, what I sell and what was the cost. The subtraction of that particular thing is my profit. And I'm only make sure about that. I don't need to take some investor money. I don't need some valuation. I don't need to burn my money or investors' money. Then I don't need to. That is a big thing.
So you don't
I
need to
just need to
make that
invest money.
image in front of like the venture capitalists or something. You just have to focus on the profits.
Yeah, my main thing in the business is profit. No
That's
matter how these people are struggling for next 5, 10 years to become profitable. Why are you going through that big journey? Just focus to make profit. That's it. That's sir. See, if your intention is profit, byproduct is a profit. Just focus on giving an impact, which is actually solving the problem, which is in the ground reality, and is scalable. If three years, if you're good at these three, then automatically profit comes. And just focus on that. Don't think like valuation game. My company should be this big. I need to have some whatever those things are like. You are just trying to put up yourself like, okay, I'm doing something, but at the end of the day, are you able to make money out of your business and bring it back to home? That is a thing. That is the only thing which I need to focus. And I don't want to be emotionally or attached to one particular company. Okay, I started one company, I started one thing. I should for the rest of my life I should be with this. It's not like that. You try this, either it fails, either it gives you money. It's not like I will be staying for entire my life, right? I will learn something, I'm making some good money, then I'll use that money somewhere else to grow something else. That is how
Mhm.
you create generational wealth. If you're focusing one, maybe it might go well for next 5 years. Who knows, maybe at the 10th year it might fail. But if you're having multiple things, that is how you can grow. The generational wealth will be created in that way, I guess.
Yes. Like since you have like knowledge about facing many things, every person in life will be at some point like where they feel that I have taken so many things in my life, and they feel uh, I am going to be jack of many trades but master of none. So what do you think at that point a
Audio ಹೋಯ್ತು
person
ಗುರು,
should? Huh?
ಆಡಿಯೋ ಹೋಯ್ತು ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ.
ಹೋಗಿತ್ತಾ?
ಈಗ ಬಂತು.
ಈಗ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ?
ಲೈಕ್ ಆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊ ಇದೀನ.
ಹಾ ಹಾ ಹಾ.
ಹ್ಮ್.
So, in every person's life, at some point of life, they will feel that they have taken so many things on them and they have taken so much of load, and they
ಹ್ಮ್.
think that uh, I am becoming the ja-
Jack of all, I guess. Jack of all. Yeah, I got it.
jack of many trades, but the master of none. So, what do you
Hmm.
want to give a message that person at that point?
See, even I have got many feedback or like something as an advice that you're trying to do multiple things, but you're good at none.
Mhm.
So my answer to those things, if someone is interested in many things, trying a lot of things around him, I think it is an advantage. See, if you see it from a business or an entrepreneur guy mindset, it is not necessary that you need to be good at one thing. If you're only, like, I'll take a consideration that you're only good at coding. You can't build a business out of just coding, right? You need a team, you need a software team, you need an editing team, you need a marketing team, you need an operation and execution team. There are a lot of things which involve to build a company. But on the other case, I am the guy who have a bit of idea about coding. I'm not the master, I'm not the top 1 or 5% among them, but I know basic things. Okay, how things work and how what actually needs. I know something about editing. I know some stuff about content creation. I know about marketing. I know about operation. In the sense, I would drink the water of all those things. So the thing comes under is like it's not necessary that you need to be a master of one thing. If you be master of one thing for rest of your life, you should be doing the same thing. There is no any chance for you to get shift your career or opportunity. But if you have idea of many things, the only one thing you should know is that how can you bring all those people to one table and start something new? If I know basic things about that, and I'm very good at managing people. That is what one thing which I positive thing about myself is like I can manage people very well. I can get things done from other people. So if I'm good at that, the thing is that I will hire one good tech people, one editing team, one operational team, and one finance team. So all these teams come together, we discuss, we build a product because they are good at their domain. But I am good at managing those people. So we all come together either in the exchange of salary or some equity in my company. We work together and bring a product out.
So you say it's all the game about perspective and what you see.
Yeah, it's about perspective. If you want to be in a one career for the rest of your life, then I would truly recommend of not trying multiple things. Go with one thing, do work hard for that, and get into the top 10% or 5%. So your life is set. If you're not like that, if you're someone who is very risk taker or like you need to try some different things, try learn as much as possible. At the end, you have this skill of managing people. So bring all of them together, connect them, and build something. That is how we can do.
So we'll have a debate one day because I have many people around who thinks you become master of anything and then you can later build up a team. Even the teammates are master of something else. So
Mhm.
that it can help to get better.
See, yeah, it's completely about the perspective. Even if some says that you don't need any prior experience, you can directly start your business. There are two people. I'll give an example. One is a Ashneer Grover, who was the first Shark Tank season, I guess, pitcher investor, right? So his journey is completely different. He's from IIT, then IIM, then he has worked in many companies as like chief, like I guess, big basket. Then he landed into a Bharat Pay QR, what is the thing which came up. It took him more than 12, 15 years, right? He went through a particular path. He's gained an experience. On the other hand, we have Zerodha founder, which is Nikhil Kamath.
Mhm.
He's not the same guy. He dropped out of his school at 17 age. Started working in college, call center. Then started building a business. This guy took more than 10 years by working and taking experience. But this guy started a business and learned building each and everything. See, it's completely different. The way if you are capable enough, you start doing. Don't At the end of the day, learn something. That's it. Don't keep a boundary or limit yourself learning things. Start learning. There is no limit for learning. And one or the other day to like help. See, if you are good at everything, no. If the other person, for example, if he's charging more, or if he says that 1 hour work needs something 4 hours, you can easily figure out. See, I know about that. You can't lie to me or put something else. It takes not more than an hour. It takes the 2 hour or 3 hour. Why are you saying it is 7 hour work? Why are you charging so much of amount? You can get better at negotiations as well.
Mhm.
So that is how it helps you if you see it from a business or entrepreneur guy. But if you're seeing as a career oriented, then some might be good saying that okay, you should be focusing on one thing.
I have a question like, sincerely you focused on content creation and all. Like, when did you had got an idea in your mind that I have to get into trading, and what point of life you thought that I have to get into this?
Uh, to be more specific, content creation started as like my father used to tell like if you need to be a good speaker or you need to get rid of stage fear and public speaking, just start recording yourself and upload. To get a validation, you can upload somewhere in the social media. It was back then in 2016 and 2017 where people who are more existing and famous were never existing at that moment. And even they were starting. Back then itself, I started and uploading the videos on YouTube. Like it was pre-COVID thing. Then I started my journey. It was a good thing. And even after COVID, like when COVID started during 2019 and 20, I got a lot of free time. And I took it as a leverage to more and more content. Either it could be related to coding or else it could be something like experimental stuff and all, tech related videos. So that was also a thing which gave me a space. During those time, like when I was creating content on YouTube, I used to consume YouTube a lot. That is when I got to know about IIT, NIT, JEE examinations. Then like how actually things are working around. See, if you see it from other perspective, the world is moving like it's about how money you are putting into the market, how you are taking back to it. It's all about investments. It's all about stocks. Every item you purchase belong to a particular parent company, and that particular company has its stock either in the Indian market or in the US market. Then I thought, okay, if I'm purchasing classmate book, if I'm purchasing some agarbattis for my home, everything is under a brand of ITC, and ITC stock is listed in the stock market. So if I myself is have a standard that I need to use a classmate book, and for next 10 years I'll be using the same thing, and I recommend it to my children as well. So at the end of it, this company will grow. So what if I invested this amount so that company will also give me a return? That is when I started to explore more in YouTube. But see, at that moment, still we are in the max book and we are calculating stuff like that. At that moment, I was like, oh, something beyond my limits, something out of my understanding and all. Okay. I was like, just chill, you have time. And one thing I got to know at that age itself, like, you need to be minimum 18 years to actually start investing, trading, whatever, because you'll get a PAN card. Even that excitement did not stop. I took help of my father, mother. I tried their account and there was many some documentation work pending, so I could not get into this field. I waited till 18. Once I got my PAN card, then I created a Demat account, and even I started preparing a more. Once my CET exam was done, I was having a lot of time. I thought, okay, let me don't waste this time. I start to learn. Then YouTube was the main source of learning. Whatever I have the knowledge today, or whatever I'm making money, it's completely learned from YouTube. YouTube is such a good thing that it's not to learn from one single teacher. You have many influencer, many trader who are sharing their experience and knowledge. And out of all those things, I have learned and I have applying the 10 things which I have learned, I have converting into one or two things and applying the real life. That is the way which have influenced me to learn. And see, even if you don't know anything about stock market, investment, finance, it's a basic thing you should need to understand. See, there could be a three perspective if I could tell you. One, if you need to know about finance, know just to have a knowledge. As you have a knowledge about current affairs, what actually going in and around you, you need to learn because at the end of the day, you might have work in a company and that company might turn into a public and it might apply its IPO in the stock market. If you are working in a startup, even that startup company will get invested from investors first, then seed funding, angel round, and then it need even more money from that public private sector. It might convert into public sector. You might get some shares of that company, and that you can shares you can sell it during the IPO. So there is a lot of journey that if you are aware of those things, then you're good to go. You'll be a person with having some knowledge. And the other two consideration is like you start learning, you start investing, you can see some changes and some percentage return which you'll be getting. If things are going, if you're making good enough of amount, then consider it as a passion and a career for ahead for next 5 6 years. If you're making very decent amount which is not that good, use it as a method or a tool of an investment instead of keeping your amount in a saving accounts or FD. Taking a risk, you can invest and get some higher returns. So these are the three perspectives which you can take.
So you answered my next question, which was like what a new person should take up as trading, like a side as well, or what you say
Mhm.
full time. You answered that question.
Like if any new person is starting, I will make it bit concise and very short. Don't get influenced by the influencers and the profit which they are making. It's completely wrong thing to get inspired, and it is an illusion, fantasy world. Just consider like okay, there is something which is stock market, there is something which is stocks, Nifty 50, Sensex and all. Let me learn as a subject. Okay, ಏನ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು just have a knowledge. You learn, you understand, then you'll experiment with it, then you'll invest it, you'll see the returns because either it could be a positive or a negative return. You'll witness something, then you'll understand what actually it is. Then, if things are going well, then only you can take it as a career or a passion for next 5 years. No one see if I compare with a job, business, and this when it comes to stock market, it's not just about skill. If you are good at coding, if you know how to code, the next day you'll be having a job. But this is not the thing. You need to have a skill plus capital. There are many good person who are having very skilled, who have practiced a lot, who have analyzed many things. But the thing is, they don't have capital to execute and make money.
Mhm.
On the other hand, there are many people who are having lakhs of money, but they don't know how to actually trade, how to invest. So these two combination, money plus capital, only way you can get into this and go a better high. If you're having only skill, you can't. If you're having only money, you can't. Both combinations should be there, and it takes minimum 4 to 5 years to take it as a career. I don't know about the other jobs and all, but you need these things to be taken it as a career. And there are many who are getting influenced like, oh, if I do in my life, I'll do trading. If I do, I want to those Dubai lifestyle, those lavish, luxurious things. I think you should go first understand is
Some
these things made
social
to
media
you?
faces feels like
Yeah,
it's money.
they are destroying it.
Uh,
If you need, you'll understand it's not
including
like
you,
and something.
including you,
Uh,
including you.
like
भाई यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? भाई यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा भाई?
I mean, I'm showing the reality,
Oh,
right?
okay, okay. Well, I
I'm
just
not just showing, see, I made a profit, come join to my course. No, it's never the thing. And
uh,
even if you see, people are getting influenced like, okay, my father has given me some 5,000. Is it possible to make it 10,000? Is
uh,
it possible to make it 3x, 5x? No, never.
mhm.
You need to learn. See, if you are going to an engineering college for 4 years, you can expect a job after 4 years, right?
Yes, sir.
You are going through such a struggle, examination, assignments, and all. Then how can you expect after spending 1 month you'll make some 20 to 30% return? You can't. You need some set of duration of time. It depends upon per individual. If he learns from his mistake and if he's not repeating those mistakes, then you are easy to go. You can make it. You can go that point very early. If you're that person who are repeating the mistake and again learning, repeating, those things take a lot of time. But you need to give sufficient of time. Then only you can see some growth and changes in this field.
So, are you aware of some Telegram channels like intraday trading, like
Yeah.
positions and all, which they give company name and at what position you have to enter and what position you have to sell?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's gonna
Mm-hmm.
work? Like I have seen my friends losing some money just by following blindly without any knowledge. So, what do you think about
Mm-hmm.
those Telegram channels and other sources?
But it's not just about a Telegram channel. There are many scams going on. Like you give me 10,000, I will double it and give you 20,000 in next 2 days. You see, people are going through these scams because of lack of awareness.
Yes, yes.
People need a proper awareness and think what actually it is. If I see, I'll consider you as a scenario. If you're an engineer graduate, you feel like starting a business and you took a loan or from a family, from your parents, 1 lakh rupee and starting a tea shop. As it is very familiar to us and we can see some changes in that. You start a tea shop, you invested on a shop, you paid rent, you paid advance, you bought some materials, raw materials and all. Everything is set. From next month, first day, you are starting the business. Things goes very well. You had your shop on next to some government officials, so people are coming, going, so your business is going well. Does it mean that by the end of the month you have turned your 1 lakh into 2 lakh? Is it possible?
Like it
Never.
depends. It yeah.
No, it's not like that. Even you can't calculate. How can you convert that 1 lakh into 2 lakh? It's impossible.
Like there
The
are some
thing is,
stocks which give 100% return. Like it's there, but
yeah, the word you catch right, 100% return. That
Mhm,
is the main thing. People are behind doubling their money, tripling their money.
mhm,
No, it is a business. I'm taking an ideal case. A normal business is going on. People are coming and going. At the end of the month, you need to pay rent. You need to pay
yeah,
salary of those employees. You need to maintain all those water bill, raw materials, teacups, everything. After all those things, you'll having some 20,000 to 25,000, which is just a 20 to 25% of his investment. Some cases it might even go down somewhere around 8 or 9,000. That's it. So it is somewhere around 8 to 9% of his investment.
mhm,
Till the date, if you don't see the percentage of return which you have got, you're never going to grow and never understand this thing. Same thing applies here. If you're going to invest some X amount based on a stock or whatever, personally, not taking someone help,
yeah,
not taking someone call suggestion and all. If you're investing personally, think it in such a way that I've invested 10 lakh, I can expect somewhere around 15 to 20% return. That is the thing. People are like behind doubling their money. No one is going to double. What did I get? See, if I'm doubling the money, at least getting 50% of your return is difficult. That person is promising you to double your money. Then think, I can't double your money and give it to you, right? I should triple or four times my money to give you double.
yeah.
That's how thing works. You need to understand this. No one is going to earn for you, and no one is going to double your money. You need to double is possible, which is nothing but 100% return. If you are getting a 100% return, you double the money. That you need to learn, you need to analyze. Until and unless if you don't learn it, have enough knowledge, and you are applying on your own, you can't expect these things. No one, anyone else will not going to make you. Things like Telegram tips, Telegram call will work only if that particular guy is a SEBI registered.
Yeah, yeah.
If you don't have enough time to understand things, you don't know how to apply and all, trust someone who is SEBI registered. So SEBI has given some recognition for people who can give these suggestions. You can't directly come, okay, come buy SBI, come buy Tata Motors. Never, you can't. It's an
No,
offense. It's a crime, I guess.
yes, yes. Share
You should
rigging,
need to be
what
SEBI
is
registered.
uh,
Ensure that person is SEBI registered. Then only take call tips, whatever, and you invest in. Even call tips are like with a proper stop loss, with a proper target, and some basic analysis should be included. And if you are beginner, just focus, learn, learn, learn. There is one thing in this field, learn so much that the L becomes silent and you start earning.
great what man.
That is a thing, simple. Simple. If
Huh.
you understand this thing, you can make money. If you're depending on someone, okay, वो आएगा, वो एक टिप देगा, इधर से परचेज कर लो, ऊपर मार्केट फट जाएगा.
Hmm,
Never. Even if it works, 1 or 2 times it works. That's it. You need to learn, you need to apply because it's your hard-earned money.
hmm,
Never trust anyone and give it to someone else so that you'll double and give it to you.
hmm,
No. Trust what actually is there. And even if you're investing, choose those platforms which are SEBI registered, which is under the government control. Don't go some like there are very apps which influencer promote just for the sake of brokerage and all. There are only 5 to 6 limited apps. I can even name it. Zerodha, Angel One, Upstocks, Grow, then Kotak Neo, M Stocks. These are the limited things which are trusted and having some huge market cap in India.
hmm,
So go with those platforms. At the end of the day, your money should be safe.
yeah. In saving that small amount of brokerage, we should not like lose entire money.
Even no, see, brokerage is the one thing influencer making money.
Mm-hmm.
They are ready to see if I'm having a thousand followers who can active thousand followers who can follow everything what I say. What they are going to do is they promote an app. See, use this app
Mm-hmm.
in for sake of mine. I'll join you to my Telegram channel or VIP group and all. People will blindly open an account, will start trading it. But at the end of the day, what how he is making money for every trade or every one stock you buy, there is a fixed charge you need to pay to the broker house. For example, you bought something for 1000 rupees and you are paying a brokerage of 100 rupees. And flat 10% will go to the influencer from which you created an account.
Hmm.
If broker is getting 100 rupees, you'll give that 10% to the influencer. Imagine how if he was able to make some 100 people to install the link and if you make him trade. Imagine like 1,000, 10,000 people. It is
Mhm.
a passive source of income to him. But it's not like even I recommend an app. I'm affiliated by them. I'm an official partner of them.
Mhm.
But those things are trusted. You can trust them. There are a lot of events going on. They have some YouTube content. They have some reviews. Even many big influencers use it. You'll get to know. See, no one is going to give a leverage. If I'm having 10,000, I can only trade in 10,000. No one is going to give you even 10 or 20,000 to leverage it to 3x and let you trade. Understand these basic things, and if that app is in Play Store, SEBI register, then only you trust it. Simple.
So since we have got into so much of technical thing, like I have
Mm-hmm.
one curious question. How stock
Mm-hmm.
market works is someone loses money, that money is going
Mm-hmm.
to some person who has made profit. Like, is right?
Definitely. It is a
Uh,
zero sum game.
so is there any chance, like, is there any small percentage of chance that everyone will end up like having green in P&L section at the end of the day?
Mm-hmm.
Is there any chance of that situation?
Any chance in the sense you need a ratio like how? About the percentage or the person, individual thing.
Like everyone who have like it's the bell rank today, like some peoples have invested money in some X company and all. So when
Mm-hmm.
the market closes, is there any chance
Mm-hmm.
like no one loses money in that day, everyone end up having profit? This is like dumb question,
Uh,
but it's I am curious about that. Is
I'll answer
possible?
you. I'll answer you.
uh,
See, things are simple. As you told, if I'm making money somewhere around India or world, it depends which market I'm trading in.
uh,
If I'm trading in Forex, crypto, and all, it's completely for world. If
uh,
I'm dedicated in India, it's completely to someone who's Indian or someone with Indian authorized people. If I made from 10K in my account, somewhere in the other part of the India, someone has lost it. Or some few people, 5K one people and 5K one people has lost it, and then only I made 10K. That is the thing. At the end of the day, it's zero gap sum game.
uh,
Either I should lose or I should make money. Either you should lose or you should make money. Next comes is like you're asking, is it possible to close a day in a green with a green PNL?
for everyone
Thing
who
is
have
simple.
traded.
Everyone, yeah, I could. Everyone can. It is possible. If you're once, for example, I took a position of buy. I mean, like the stock will go up. I predicted it, and the stock even went up, and I made some amount like 5,000. I made. Imagine like a critical or something as fantasy situation. I
Mhm.
made 5,000 at the day start itself. Then you think it is necessary to that person to trade multiple time. No, right? He has done 5,000 in the early morning itself. Then he can close his laptop and get to his work, do something else, go to gym, have a body, travel, explore things, learn something.
Mhm.
It is just you have made good amount. If people like, okay, I have made 5,000, let me make it 50,000, let me make it even more 10,000. Greed.
Agreed. Yeah.
Those greed will take everything.
Yeah.
You need to understand if I mean like as you don't have any knowledge deep into that, there are concepts like strategy, technical analysis, fundamental analysis. You can't be like I want to punch a trade today itself. There is a setup. There are few technical things which you need to go. If market is under your control, if your market is under your direction, then only punch a trade. It's not like I need to make 1,000 today, I'll punch a trade itself. No, if things are according to you, if it is in your setup, punch a trade. Control your emotions. These all things you get to learn after 1 year of this journey.
Mhm.
That is a big journey. You need to go through, understand. Then only you will understand. Okay, this is a journey. If I'm making 5,000 as a profit, I close a day. If I make 1,000 as a loss, I will end my day. It's not like okay, 1,000 is in negative. I'll do something so that I can at least bring it to 100 rupees positive, 200 rupees positive.
That's what
No,
all traders
it's
think,
not
right?
like that.
Uh,
Yeah, that is what. See, if everyone started to try closing in green, if
mhm.
everyone makes money, then what is the use of all these jobs, profession, business? Everyone will shut down and come in stock market, right?
Mm. That will create an
Thing is like,
artificial, like everyone is having that, like we have to buy this, and there will be an artificial ecosystem that, like what you call share rigging,
mhm.
that will happen, right? If everyone comes in and the market will go bullish. In that case, will
See,
someone?
everyone comes. See, there is a thing which is like only 90% among 100%, only 10% make profits.
Oh,
Rest 90% lose.
yeah.
So even if 90% come together and go with the stock range, what you're telling, like getting influenced and buying that,
Mm.
there will be some people at the top who sell those things.
Oh,
I think you might have heard like pump and dump, which is more in crypto, I guess. I'm an influencer. I will launch a coin which is Panda, and I'll start influencing, post articles in Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere. People get to think, okay, is this guy has lost something? Let me start go to buy it. Everyone from every part of the world will start buying those things. After a certain time, it was 1 rupee, and now the valuation is 100 rupees. That moment, I'll close my position. I'll sell it everything, whatever I was having, because I started buying it one. I made others also to buy, and I bought it. The once the price started to go 100, I was like, I'm done. I will sell it. Think about those people who bought it at 90 rupees, 80 rupees. Their
mm,
amount is wiped out. That is how, even if entire 98%, 95% come together and do some things, 2% are there, which is given for institutional investors like
yeah.
whales, big whales,
Mm,
BlackRock, and all those you think is investment firms, consulting firms, they're having huge funds. Even if those 90% come together and if they use this 30 to 40% of their funds, nothing. These are more high than what these funds have. They can manipulate everything.
oh,
That is what. Either have that level of fund in your account and do trading, or else think like those people.
yeah.
Think like those investors. Think like those consultancy people, how they think, how they manipulate.
Mm-hmm.
Think like a shark. Think like a whale, how he is going to think in that particular scenario. You might not have that amount, but you can think right. You can improvise your thinking. You can improve the way you think. It's a journey. That is what I'm telling. You can't master things in 1 year or 2 years. It takes minimum 4 years. If you are a good learner, 2 years or 3 years is minimum. That is what
So,
people will guarantee you. Like, okay, join the 2 days boot camp, you'll be master. Join my 1 month course, you'll be master. Never, you can't. You'll get an idea. That's it. For that idea, you're paying 3K, 5K,
even
those
lakhs.
amount. It is not necessary.
Oh,
Just have a mentorship, connect with the person who know it, get a roadmap from that person, like what and all should I learn, how should I learn, how to manage. You'll be having a mentor, pay him something if he is charging that, and learn everything from YouTube and books. If he suggests those things, that's it. Don't go behind these courses and all. At the end, you'll be a trap.
so enough of trading, money and all. Like, let's get into some
Okay.
fun part. Since you are going to gym and having a strict diet, what's your favorite cheat meal right now, which you like to have?
Eat meal, I guess momos.
Momos. So,
Yeah,
would you rather do 200 squats at a time, or you will trade something or stocks? Like stocks or squats? What you choose?
I would prefer stock itself.
Stocks.
Yeah,
Yeah. So let's end this session. Like it was a great session having you. Like if one last question, like if you want to summarize everything what we have talked to a new person who is getting into training in one sentence, what it would be like? What would you tell your younger self before you get into trading? Like something like that.
the one thing if I would tell someone was younger than me when I started this journey, I would have told him, see, you will make money no matter what if you're dedicated enough.
Mhm.
Just focus on learning things. As more and more you learn, you'll get comfortable. You will understand what actually things are. Then you start investing.
So
And at the end, I
yes.
feel the one thing which is important right now in this situation for me and my younger self was money. And even now it is important. If you have enough money, then though your life is set. Till day I'm struggling with every parts, even if I'm doing multiple things. Even in gym, I need to struggle because even though I might go to gym, but I can't get a personal trainer. I can't follow those diets. I can't purchase those supplements. Under what I'm doing, I'm earning, but it's not that enough to contribute to me in this particular way. You need money for that. To see if you have good money, then getting a body is not that a big deal. Hire a personal trainer, have a good supplements, follow a good diet. You'll be getting your body in 6 months, 6 months, 1 year if you have a good amount in your bank. That's the main thing. Even if you need to grow on content, your YouTube thing, you need to just create content. If you have a good team who can edit for you, who can create scripts for you, you need to pay them. So you need a money. If you have money, pay them. They will give you scripts. They will give you content. They will edit your video. You need to record. That's it. And everything PR, everything goes from their end.
Mhm.
So my focus right now, even though I think fitness, mental peace, and financial thing is main consideration, I would prefer with financial thing. If your finance is strong, the rest too will be easy. If you're good at finance, then go with a mental therapist, have some relaxation, go a trip, enjoy yourself, have your self time. Everything comes. The thing is, you need to make money. So leave everything, your sleep, your work-life balance, your relationship, everything, you keep it aside, start making money. Things automatically comes. If you have money, you can purchase good clothes, you can wear it, you can go out, you can go for outing, you can invest in supplements. The other things are just like if you have paisa, you can spend it everywhere.
Mhm.
Make money no matter what. That is what I can give you as suggestion.
So if I have to summarize, learn, 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 then you will earn. L will be silent, what you told earlier in
Yeah,
the session.
yeah,
So after that
definitely.
earning, you can focus on what you have sacrificed during this journey of
Yeah,
learn and
definitely.
earn. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's nice session,
Those
man.
things can be easily, you can get everything.
Haha.
Maybe the time, age might not be the same,
Mm-hmm.
but you can feel it at the end of the day. You can't go to like good restaurant in your locality at that time.
Mm-hmm.
But after you start earning, you can go to a top five-star hotel in complete your city or state itself.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole game.
So is there any your upcoming plan which you have to promote in my 9 subscriber channel?
See, I hope this 9 subscriber turn into 99,000 and
Ah.
it keeps growing.
Mm-hmm.
My upcoming plan is like even I'm recording videos, but I'm planning to make it even more quality one
Mm-hmm.
with the cinematic things, so I can reach to maximum audience in my state and in my local language, just speak Kannada.
Mm-hmm.
Then the other plans are like currently I'm in first year, so I'm done with my first year. I have attended so many events that there is no any space left to have experience, knowledge, and all. So I'm currently working on two startups. So the thing is that I need to elevate this, try to take it to multiple hackathons and events, win some prizes, so I can get some validation. If that validation might turn into an opportunity to meet with an investors. So this journey will go side by side. That is what my future plans, which I'm working right now.
So yeah, any you want to summarize this video? Anything like
One thing
outro
I
or
will say
something?
is that
Uh,
outro is that Guru, we will definitely once have a full offline podcast where you will be having good enough subscribers to watch it,
mm-hmm.
and we will have it in a good five-star hotel in Bangalore itself. That is a promise which I will give. If things goes right in next 2 or 3 years,
Mm-hmm.
we will definitely have this.
Thank you, man. Means a lot.
And
So
you keep working,
uh,
have something which you can expand, try, you learn, then you will realize, you'll figure out something. Okay, now I'm confident with the camera, now I can speak, now I'm ready to make scripts.
mm,
So these skills I have acquired during this journey for 1 month, 3 months, 6 months. So now how can I elevate this? So then you come with a topic, either it could be in Kannada language, Hindi or English. Then you decide, then you start working it. The thing is that you're acquiring skills, so it might take a lot of time, but don't give up. Just keep learning. Once if you are good at skills, then your three or four videos or fifth video might get viral. Just time to figure out and get into actual, I guess.
so yeah, thank you, man. Let's meet in some other podcast like about our future plans. Uh,
Yeah, definitely.
thank you. Bye, man.
Bye.
I hope you enjoyed this podcast. The lighting was a bit dim at that time when I was recording with my laptop's webcam at that night. Uh, Please adjust with that, and I will come up with new video in upcoming weeks or something, I guess. So till then, keep learning something. Goodbye.